Our region's business is sponsored by PNC for the achiever in you. Our region's business, improving our economy, creating jobs, and strengthening communities. Innovation, collaboration, transformation, and the people making it happen. Join us as we take a closer look at our region's business. Now, here's your host, Bill Flanagan.
Today on Our Region's Business, our region is at the cutting edge of research in the life sciences, yet there's a shortage of practitioners in family medicine. We'll find out what's being done about it. Plus, glass is back in a very big way at Phipps Conservatory. We'll see why it's turning out to be a blockbuster attraction for the summer. But first, community leaders across Pennsylvania are waiting to see if the state legislature can find a way to expand a tax credit program that encourages companies to invest in strengthening communities. It's called the Neighborhood Assistance Program, and the tax credit's been capped at $18 million for decades, even though employers are ready to put a whole lot more into local communities across the Commonwealth. So what's it going to take to unlock that investment and raise the cap? Well, a new bipartisan effort is gearing up to answer just that question. State Senator Wayne Fontana is helping to lead the charge. His Republican co-sponsor will join us via the miracle of videotape, or whatever we record on nowadays. Matt Smith, president of the Greater Pittsburgh Chamber of Commerce, who has been leading the charge in Harrisburg for the business community. And welcome. Good to have you both here.
Thank you. Great to be here.
We've talked about this effort before, but we should probably go back and explain, what the tax credit is about and what it allows communities to do.
Well, it's a public-private partnership for a tax credit program. This program helps support the revitalization of local neighborhoods that have been depressed over the years. And it engages the local business community suite. It engages their expertise, their guidance, and putting these neighborhoods back into a position where they can thrive again. It's something that I think that we have bipartisan support. It's gaining. It's something that we need to carry on. These neighborhoods need it. They want it, and they're able. And it's proved to be very, very good for all the neighborhoods that it's been used in up until this point.
Yeah, well, Matt, I know the Allegheny Conference has been really involved with 7 communities that have really leveraged this. The business community seems to love this particular tax credit.
Yeah, it really is a different kind of tax credit. It's one that is directed, it's sustainable, and it provides for long-term investment, as Senator Fontana said, in a lot of underserved communities. And that's why I think the business community really likes it. And I think the other key point that Senator Fontana alluded to is the notion that businesses not only direct financial contributions towards specific communities, but they direct pro bono services, technical services, where they're able to leverage their expertise in a specific area. It might be a law firm providing pro bono services. It might be a financial services entity providing backstop service to a local community to do financing on specific projects. And that's why I think it really is a different kind of tax credit. And it is unique in the sense that not only are dollars invested, but time and resources are invested as well.
Wow, and can, obviously all that together can make a real difference. You mentioned the bipartisan nature of the effort. Now I think we have a video clip with your co-sponsor, Senator Guy Reschenthaler, who we chatted with a day or so ago about the tax credit.
I think that the end result of this program is job creation, economic development, and how could you be against that? So because the ends are so noble, it's a bipartisan effort for the means. Companies love this because it builds the workforce, it builds the local communities, and again, they get a tax credit. So it's really a win-win for everybody.
Okay, so that's the great idea behind it. What's the political reality and the kind of budget year you all are facing this year of actually getting the cap raised significantly?
Well, money is tight, but I'm trying to be as optimistic as possible looking at this program. And at a bare minimum, we need to make sure we fight to keep the $18 million. But I think we can do better than that.
Do you think there's a real shot at getting the cap raised?
I think it's interesting that, we have a lot of support. I appreciate the Chamber and other businesses coming forward to help us lobby right now in this effort. But it's been $18 million for 50 years. 50 years. And it's and last year there was so much. I think we had 18. It was $50 million in also requests.
You mean businesses would have been willing to put $50 million into the community?
It's not just the communities asking for it, it's businesses saying we're willing to do that.
Wow.
So it's proven, right? It shows that it works. It shows that it's important. You know, and it generates money. A lot of times in Harrisburg, they say, well, a tax credit program is a debt. You know, we got to put it on the debt side.
State will never recover that. That's just a liability.
In this program, what we've found in research is that if you invest, say, $500,000, you'll get $900,000 back in economic activity. That generates about $32,000 in state taxes. So when you start calculating it and the popularity of it and what it does for it, as Guy mentioned, it's job creation. It could be, you know, we've got extra programs in there for housing. Everyone seems to be behind it, but yet we're struggling to get it going. And as Guy mentioned, we're hoping that we at least maintain it. But my bill, Senate Bill 512, doubles it, makes it $36 million, and that still isn't up to the amount that was requested.
Still will leave money on the table, but are you seeing more interest? I mean, there has been seemingly growing interest in this.
Really strong interest, and we appreciate Senator Reschenthaler's support as well as Senator Fontana's support, and I think, you know, that's why you see the bipartisan support and the interest now in the legislature, because the members realize this is something that for every public dollar we put in, it leverages private dollars that are really significant for specific communities, as Senator Fontana said, in housing, workforce development, community development, things that really turn around a community in a long-term sustainable way, not just simply one shot of investment, but real sustainable and long-term return on investment that the private sector loves, as well as the public sector.
A little less than a minute left, Senator, but I wonder, in your district, have you seen the benefits of communities that have taken advantage of the tax credit?
Absolutely. I represent Lawrenceville. We know Lawrenceville is a community on the rise and has...
On the rise. It's the new Brooklyn. My gosh.
It's already broke out, as they say, but McKees Rocks is another. Yeah. We have a lot of interest down there. We've changed things down there and starting to happen. Sharpsburg's another. These are areas that were depleted, that their business districts went away. Now, with this program, it's turned it around and it's on the way up again.
And I really think it's a program that serves as a model for the way forward. It's public investment leveraging private investment, and as budgets are further constrained both at the state and the federal level, I think the need is going to be even more prevalent in the future for the private sector to step up, and this is a perfect example of the business community helping communities that might not have been as well served in the past as they should have been.
All right, I guess we're in the home stretch, right? About a month left in the budget, you hope? You don't want to be doing it over the 4th of July. So Senator Wayne Fontana, Matt Smith, the Greater Pittsburgh Chamber, thank you both so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Next up, it's Life Sciences Week at the University of Pittsburgh. So there's no better time to talk about our real need for our region, attracting more people into family medicine. Stay with us.